my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you some really essential items that I have in my studio that help me to create my illustrations. I'm not going to be talking about art supplies in this video, however, so no paint, no paper, no brushes, none of that kind of stuff. I'm going to be talking about some of my larger items that I get questions about and that I really recommend investing in if you are going to be doing art for most of your days. So the first thing I'm going to talk about, and the thing I probably get asked the most about, is my desk. This is actually a standing desk, although I've lowered it for this video. I've had this for I think about 1.5 years now, maybe longer, I'm not actually sure, but I really am so happy with the investment that I made in this desk. It's from Ikea, and they have a couple of options for standing desks, but I decided to invest in the slightly more expensive option, but I'm really glad that I did, and I'll tell you why. My desk is actually electronic, so it's plugged in at the wall and it has 2 buttons that will rise and lower the top of the desk. The other type of standing desk that IKEA have is a hand-powered one, so it has like a crank on the side of the desk. But I decided not to go for that one because I'm just worried about having lots of things on my desk, like lots of paintbrushes and paper and paint water, and if I was going to be using a hand crank, maybe that might make the desk wobble a little bit. So I decided to go for the electronic one, and I'm really glad that I did because it is very smooth. It's got 2 buttons on it, and I think the lowest it goes to is 65 centimetres from the ground, and the highest is 125. So it's really adjustable. I'd say that I stand for about half of my day. I could stand for longer, but I get quite tired. So that's another reason why I really recommend getting one that you can adjust. Because if you are going to be working long hours like I do, it just gives your legs a bit of a break. You can also alternate between standing and sitting, which is another good way of doing it. Say if you've got more sensitive joints that kind of ache after a while, you might want to stand for an hour, sit for an hour, that sort of thing. I'm going to try and pronounce the model name of this desk, but you know IKEA and their names, and it's kind of a mystery how you pronounce them, but it's called the BEKANT Sit stand desk. I'll leave all the information about it in the description to this video if you want to go have a look. So the next thing that I'm going to be talking about is my desk easel. I get a lot of questions about this one as well, and I've had this since Christmas. I got it as a Christmas present. I'd say similarly to my standing desk, it's an investment that's really helped my back, because before I bought these 2 things, I did have a bit of trouble with my back. I had got a bit of an injury from not taking care of myself and working too much and not sitting on the right kind of chair. So I have got a bit of a issue with my tailbone. If I sit down for too long, and if also I curve my spine too much whilst I'm working, I can get quite a lot of pain. The desk easel just means that I'm sitting as upright as I can be whilst painting. It kind of lifts the paper up to me, and the good thing about it is that it's on a ball and socket joint, which is a really amazing feature. So you can adjust it to whatever kind of angle you want, and then you tighten it with a screw at the side. It's from Dale and Rowney, and it's called the Artsphere easel. It's A3 in size. I've currently got it on landscape position. You can remove the drawing board and change it up, so if you want to work portrait way you can, and you just change the little screws on the bottom of it. So I really recommend it if you are getting pain in your neck and shoulders from leaning over a desk too much whilst you work. It's really helped me out. The next thing that I'm going to talk about is my scanner. I get a lot of questions about it, and a lot of people who are concerned with the quality of their scans. I really recommend this model because I've just never had any problems with it. So it is the Canoscan, I think mine's Canoscan 210. It's just an A4 flatbed scanner. It's pretty standard, it's nothing fancy. It is plugged in with the USB, and I find it really, really easy to set up, which is another reason why I'd recommend it, because I hate setting up software and making accounts and all this different stuff that you have to do with equipment. So this is just really easy. You plug it into your computer and you go into your system preferences and find it, and you can instantly start scanning. It can scan up to a really high DPI, which is really handy, although I tend to scan maybe like 300, 400 maybe up to about 600 dpi. It also scans really quickly, so you're not waiting around for a long time. It's really affordable. I think I'm on to my third model of this. I have broken a few over the years by dropping them or dropping something heavy on them that will damage them. But now I keep my scanner just in a drawer, so nothing touches it and it's just safe, and I just get it out when I need it and put it away again. It did come with a stand, so you can always have it on your desk, and you can also scan with it being propped up vertically, so it's really good for if you don't have much space, if you don't have a drawer or anything to put it in, you can just store it on your desk. The last thing I'm going to be talking about is my tripod that I use to film overhead. I actually found this tripod off a recommendation from one of my viewers, so if that was you, thank you very much. It's been really handy, and I'm glad I kind of splurged a little bit and went for the more expensive option, because I, in the past, have kind of scrimped a bit and gone for the cheaper models of camera equipment, and then you find that they kind of break over time. So I'm really hoping that this one will last me for a good long time. So the brand is Manfrotto. I have the big tripod that I use, and then I also got an attachment which is just an arm that comes out and has a camera bracket on it. I'll leave the link to it in the description as well as everything else. And yeah, I've just found it really handy for filming overhead. It can be really hard to get the right angle, but this one is really adjustable and also really sturdy. So it will hold my DSLR, and I feel safe in using it hanging over my head. I don't worry about it falling because I know it's a good, trusted make of camera equipment. And yeah, that's everything. I hope you have found this video helpful. Please do share it with others if you would like to, and let me know if you have any questions about any of the things that I've mentioned, or anything that you've seen in one of my studio vlogs that you'd like me to talk about. If you are new here, please do subscribe. I'm making weekly videos about my life as an illustrator and my experiences. Do follow me on other social media as well. I'd say I'm most active on Twitter and Instagram, so do follow me there, and I'll see you again very soon for a new video. Bye!